Hi guys, the Cyclist Singh here. Welcome back to my channel. This video took longer than usual because all the festivals that are going around, but I won't keep you waiting anymore. Today I have come up with a new episode in Pedal with Cyclist Singh series, and in today's video we are gonna explore another fort which is around Pune, but in a different direction than Siagat that we last saw. So the fort that we are gonna visit today is Purandar Fort. Purandar Fort is a mountain fort and is a part of the Western Ghat ranges. The fort stands at around 1347 meters above the mean sea level. The fort attracts a lot of tourists for its paragliding and trekking abilities, is under military now and is used by the National Cadet Corps for their training purposes. If we go back a bit in the history of this fort, is the birthplace of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, the first son of the great Maratha warrior Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Now let's talk about the different routes. So the first route is from my home, Chandni Chowk. From there we head towards the new Katraj tunnel. Once we descend from it, we take a left towards Mari Aai. From there we directly move towards the Purandar Fort. The other route is from Hadapsar. You have to go towards Dive Ghat, then Saswad and then Purandar Fort. And the third route that you can take is from Kondwa. You have to go towards Bopdev Ghat. From Bopdev Ghat, there is a road that goes to Purandar. So based on where you stay in the city, you can choose any route which is comfortable. Now let's talk about the road conditions. So the route that I took is mostly a highway. About 98% of the road conditions were excellent. The road is buttery smooth and you can glide. The only problem is the gradient is a bit much, so it is not easy to glide. Now let's talk about what are the type of bikes. So I went with a couple of my cycling buddies and all of them had road bikes. One of my friend had an MTB and I was on my hybrid. So we all enjoyed the route thoroughly. Now let's talk about the climb details. So first is the Purandar Fort climb, and the total climb is of 6.5 kilometers and the total elevation gain on this climb is 400 meters. The average gradient was around 4.6% and the maximum gradient that I found out at a couple of turns was around 10.3%. So I really enjoyed this climb and I did it non-stop. I was always making sure that my heart rate is under control and I'm not putting a lot of effort at the start of the climb, so that till the end of the climb I can maintain a very stable heart rate. The next climb that I would love to speak about is the Mari Aai Temple Climb. You might not have heard about this climb, but this is probably the most difficult climb that I have ever done. It's a very short climb. The total climb is 1.6 kilometers and the elevation gain in that 1.6 kilometers is 160 meters with an average gradient of 10%, and the maximum gradient that I found out for around 4 to 5 times were around 14%. So this is a very killer climb and I would definitely recommend for people who are doing climbing practice to go and test themselves for this climb.
Some days I can't get out of my bed. Some days I'm waking up on the wrong side of my head, and I got all these eyes on me, staring at me through my screen. Most nights I just can't wait to lie down. So tired from my thoughts that keep on swirling around. Medication used to help me breathe. Now it feels like it's abusing me. 'Cause all of my thoughts take the air out of me, and I can't disagree with the lies that I think you believe. Tell me, what do you believe? And if there was a way to explore my brain, I
So my experience for this ride is excellent. I really loved the road. This was the first time that I was taking the country route. With my previous experiences, I don't think that country roads are well maintained as the highways. But this road took me by surprise. It was so beautiful. The road was a tarmac road. It was buttery smooth. Initially it was a single lane road, but it turned out to be a 2-lane road at a later point, and the views were amazing. The whole road was covered with mountains on both the sides. You pedal and you won't even realize that you have covered 25 to 30 kilometers while watching the amazing views. According to me, the Purandar Fort ride comes under the expert category because the distance that I totally covered for this ride was around 152 kilometers with the elevation gain around 1861 meters, which is quite humongous. And also I did it on my hybrid bike, so I was really happy with this ride. I wasn't sure whether I'll be able to maintain an average about 25, but once I reached home I checked my stats and my average was around 25.3. I would definitely recommend you guys to at least visit this place once. If you are going there for bike and hike, you can park your bikes at the base of the Purandar Fort and then you can hike the rest of the way. I will paste all the important links in the description below about my ride and the different segments that you can mark and keep. That's all from this video, guys. I hope you like this series and this video. Please like this video, comment, share it with your friends, and also do visit this destination once. This is the Cyclist Singh signing off. I will see you in my next video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.